Okay, welcome back to our economics class. Sorry, political science class today. And today we want to discuss related with social justice, the chapter. So the social justice, number of aspects related with the term social justice. We discussed the relationship between social justice and equality, and relationship between social justice and freedom. Okay, like that various aspects we already discussed, and it just come back to the textbook everyone here. Okay, so we know that social justice, it's an important factor like, for development of an individual in the society. Okay, and we are here. I think the meaning of social justice. We completed that. Okay, John Rawls' theory of justice. John Rawls' theory of justice. That's what the last topic we discussed in the classroom. Okay, so John Rawls says that if we are not the part of any special or any particular community, okay, so we will accept the rules and regulations that creating by the government for the welfare of the or the well-being of the entire society. Definitely, we will do that, right? Is that correct or not? So we will not question the government related with some particular what we can say, what we can like each and every society they need some special support from the people, I mean government, right? So number of different types of people are there, those living in our society. Some of them they need some special care and special attention, special care and special attention. Clear or not? Okay, like a reservation and quotas. Reservation and quotas. Why the reservation and quotas? It is the responsibility of the government to make them okay compete with the others, those who economically rich or economically well off. Clear or not? So it's the responsibility of the government to make the people basically less privileged, okay, less privileged people like economically backward people or what we can say that socially backward people. So for that government coming forward with different programs, okay, like scholarships are there, reservations are there, quotas are there. Okay, so we are unable to say anything against that because they deserve it, they deserve it. Okay, so number of times we are able to find that if a government is coming forward with this kind of plans and programs, a group of people will react against that, a group of people will react against that. Clear? Why they react against that? So there's a question arising there. Okay, what is that? That section of people is really needed, that or not? Okay, why the government giving support for such kind of people and not giving support for other group of people? That such kind of questions will be there. So John Rawls says that if you are not belonging to any particular community or particular group, such kind of questions will not arise, or such kind of problem will not arise in the society. Okay. Okay, so here we discuss up to here. So Rawls describes that this as a thinking under a veil of ignorance. He expected that in such a situation of complete ignorance about our possible position and status in society, each person would decide in the way they generally do. This is in terms of their own interest, but since no one knows who he would be and what is going to benefit him, each will envisage the future society from the point of view of the worse off. It will be clear to a person who can reason and think of himself that those who are born privileged will enjoy certain special opportunities. Sorry. But what if they have the misfortune of being born in a disadvantaged section of society where few opportunities would be available to them? Okay, question. Hence, it would make sense for each person acting in his or her own interest or try to think of rules of organization that will ensure reasonable opportunities to the weaker sections. The attempt will be to see the important resources like education, health, shelter, etc., are available to all persons, even if they are not part of the upper class. Okay, so Rawls described this as a thinking under veil of ignorance. Okay, so we don't know what is going on in the society and who want the real protection. Okay, he expects that in such a situation of complete ignorance about our possible position and status in society. So if we don't know about our position in our society, okay, where we are belong, basically we are the part of which community, we don't know that, so we easily we will accept the decision that taken by the government. Clear or not? Okay, because we come to know that some people, they are enjoying something in the society. They are the privileged classes in the society because they born in that group. They born in that group, and we are facing some problems because we are the people. They are not the part of the upper class. Upper class there. Okay, so that kind of thinking will be there with everyone will think so, everyone will think so. So if we are the part of some societies, okay, or some groups, if it is not so, we don't know we are belonging to the higher class or upper class or the lower class. Okay, if you don't know, so we'll accept the policies and programs by the government that able to help everyone in the society. Okay, so here it is. So Rawls described this as a thinking under a veil of ignorance. What thinking? The thinking related with the thing that we learned in the first society, first paragraph here. Okay, what is that? We don't know where we are belong. Okay, we don't know who we are in the society. Our position we don't know. Okay, so that's called a veil of ignorance. Okay, he expressed that in such a situation of complete ignorance about our possible position and status in the society. So complete ignorance. We don't know, okay, our social status in the society. Each person would decide in the way they generally do, that is, in terms of their own interest. But since no one knows who he would be and what is going to benefit him. Okay, so everyone in the society, those who don't know about their existence, they will think that, or they don't know what they want to do and what is best for them. Okay, and what will benefit them. Each will envisage the future society from point of view of the worse off. It will be clear to a person who can reason and think for himself that those who are born privileged will enjoy certain special opportunities. Okay, the same time, the future society, the next generation, what they really needed, okay, we are able to we are unable to plan, so we are unable to provide a particular picture for the future generation. So this area is a little difficult to understand, right? Okay, so the things are quite easy only. So we want to think like this. Okay, so basically we don't know where we are standing, our social status, our social existence, no idea about that. Clear or not? So we will not think that the decision that taken by the government to help one group of people to improve, we will not show any what do you can say, any basically a violent opinion or a bad opinion related with such kind of decisions, because we know that something, it is good for the society. Okay, it is good for us also, it is good for us also. Clear or not? Okay, we will not create any trouble there, we will not create any trouble. Okay, so it is clear to be a person who can reason and think for himself, that those who are born privileged will enjoy certain special opportunities. Okay, the same time, okay, we can understand that who are the people, those who are enjoying privileges in the society. Okay, basically in the society, we know that the people, those who are born in the well privileged or higher sections of the society, or the rich people, they are enjoying. Okay, those who are born privileged will enjoy certain special opportunities. But what if they have the misfortune of being born in disadvantaged section? Okay, the people, those who born in a well privileged section, they will enjoy their life, but the people, those who born in a unprivileged category, that is misfortune. Okay, misfortune for them. And of being born in disadvantaged section of society, where few opportunities would be available to them. Okay, the question for us, you are thinking so? You're thinking so? Are you thinking so? The people, those who are born in the privileged section, they are enjoying a lot, and the people, those who are born in unprivileged or disadvantaged classes, they are facing difficulties in the life. Are you thinking so? What is your answer? What is your answer? Tell me. No answers. So question is simple. In the society, rich people are there, poor people are there. The question is, are you thinking that the rich people are enjoying a lot in the society, or the poor people are facing all the difficulties? Are you thinking so? No answers?
Yes.
Yes. Others? Any no's are there? Okay, let it. Okay, hence, it would make sense for each organization, each person acting in his or her own interest to try to think of rules of organization that will ensure reasonable opportunities to the weaker sections. Okay, so if you are thinking, so we can easily say that definitely the persons, those who belonging in the unprivileged classes will support the government. If they are the government taking some rules and regulations or creating some rules and regulations to protect the will of this weaker section. Okay, so the attempt will be to see the important resources like education. So the government is taking some special steps to provide education, health, shelter, etc. are available to all persons, even if they are not the part of upper classes. Okay, so we want to understand here. So the first question, what is that? Are you thinking that only the privileged classes are enjoying? So the answer is here, no. Okay, the government is helping everyone to achieve or use the basic amenities of life. Okay, like education, healthcare, shelter, etc. are available to all persons, even if they are not part of the upper classes. Okay, so it is the democratical country where we are following liberty, equality, and justice. It is the responsibility of the government to improve the lifestyle of each and everyone. Each and everyone. Okay, so government taking steps to that. Step towards development of each and every groups of people in the society. It is of course not easy to erase our identities and to imagine oneself under a veil of ignorance. Okay, so we say that we are able to say that we are not living in a world of veil of ignorance. There, we know that. Okay, our ethnicity or where we are belong, which group we are the part of, and we know that. But then it is quite equally difficult for most people to be self-sacrificing and share their good fortune with strangers. Okay, so if you know that you are the part of one privileged section, okay, so that we will not give the chances to others to develop. So we don't want to share our privileges with the others. Okay, that is why we habitually associate self-sacrifice with heroism. Okay, given these human failings of limitations, it is better for us to think of a framework that does not require extraordinary actions. The merit of the veil of ignorance position is that expects people to just be their usual relational selves. They are expected to think for themselves and choose what they regard to be in their interest. The pertinent thing, however, is that when they choose under the veil of ignorance, they will find that it is in their interest of think from the position of the worst of. Okay, so we know that in society, the people, those who are living in the upper classes, if they are providing something for the weaker sections, if they are donating, okay, maybe all the entire society will discuss that as a part of or an act of heroism, because the person is a rich person. Okay, then also he donated his wealth or his privileges to someone else, so he can enjoy that, but he didn't do that. Clear or not? So in a society, each and everyone, if they are thinking like what we can say, thinking like everyone want to need a good life in society. We want to share our resources with everyone, so automatically almost all the people will develop. Okay, automatically it will develop. So if you're thinking from the worst of section, okay, the bad section or the weaker section, bad in the sense weaker sections, we can understand that the government, what are the things that government is doing for improving the quality of life of the weaker sections. It is good because we are standing with the weaker sections. Okay, but if you're standing with the upper sections and accepting what the government is doing, that is sometimes the society is considering as a heroism, because the upper section people, they are privileged to enjoy some rights there, some what you can say, richness there, but they are sharing that with others, basically considering as a heroism. So you can see here, why do they say justice delayed is justice denied? Okay, delayed justice is a denied justice, because if a decision in a dispute is delayed too long, the injured person may not receive any benefit from the judicial proceeding. That what would be the use of getting a decision in one's favor after one is dead? Okay, so Clear or not? So Indian judiciary, we know that Indian judiciary is facing a problem. What is that? Because of the population, high population, right? Okay. uh, Number of cases are there, number of cases also are there. Sometimes the government will not, I mean the courts will not able to give a clear decree or clear judgment for all these cases. It will take much time. Okay, number of years, some time. Clear or not? So I'm still remembering one case there. Okay, so have you heard about Veerappan? Heard about Veerappan? Is a famous smuggler, right? Sandalwood and what we can say, tusk, elephant tusk. Okay, like that things he smuggling there. Okay, there's a big company in Europe. They are selling this sandal oil. Sandal oil. Okay, the name of that company is Smuggler's Soul. Smuggler's Soul. What is that? Smuggler's Soul. The brand ambassador of that company, in that company's labels, we are able to see the Veerappan's photo. Veerappan's photo. Still, that company is running there. Okay, so the soul of smugglers. That's what the name of the sandal oil. Okay, because Veerappan is famous for, or basically we can say notorious for that activity, right? Okay, so once Veerappan, he kidnapped one particular film actor, Rajkumar from Karnataka. Rajkumar. Maybe heard about him. No, no chance about that, right? Okay, no chance. Maybe you people don't know that. Let it. So he kidnapped him and he asked a ransom of 10 crore or 5 crore or something like that. I'm not remembering. So, okay. But the police department, with the help of media personalities, he escaped. He managed to escape or managed to what you say, rescue him. Managed to rescue him, right or not? Okay. But the case went on the Karnataka High Court. Karnataka High Court for a long time. Veerappan died, Rajkumar died, and almost all the victims and almost all the people, those who participated in that activity, they died. And finally, they give the decree after 18 years. Okay. The person those who committed the crime died, the victim died, and almost all the people those who related with that activity died. Okay, no one is there to hear the decree there. No use with such kind of a judgment. Basically, that's what we can say that denied. I mean, delayed justice is basically termed as a denied justice. Denied justice. Want to give sudden decrees or judgments there. Okay, so sudden actions needed. Sudden actions needed to improve the well-being of the society. Okay. That's it. So here is the next one. Wearing the imaged veil of ignorance is the first step in arriving at a system of fair laws and policies. It will be evident that rational persons. Okay, so give me 1 minute. Hope the sound is clear, right? Okay, wearing the imagined veil of ignorance. So we know that who we are, our ethnicity, or where we are, okay, which part of the society we are belong. We don't know that. The first step in arriving at a system of fair law and policies, it will be evidence that rational persons will not only see things from the perspective of the worst of, they will also try to ensure the policies they frame benefit to the society as a whole. Okay, so listen here. So we accepted this idea, veil of ignorance. Veil of ignorance, from that, I mean, we don't know who we are, right? From if you are standing in that sense, if it will be evident that a rational person, the people, those who thinking about the entire development of the society, rational, the people, those who thinking related with the rationality, will not only see things from the perspective of the worst of, they will not see the things, okay, or the rules and regulations from the side of the backward people alone, okay, they will also try to ensure that the policies they frame benefit for the society as a whole. Okay, so the people, those who are rational, they don't know they are rich or poor. Okay, they will not only standing with the side of the poor people, but they will stand for the development of the entire society. Clear or not? Okay, not only standing with the poor, but they will stand with everyone, those who are living in this society. Both things have to be hand in hand, since no one knows what position they will occupy in the future society. Okay, the same time, they don't know in which society they are belong, and no one knows that the position they will occupy in the future society. That also don't know. Each will seek rules that protect them in case they happen to be born among the worst of. Okay, so everyone, okay, those who in living in a veil of ignorance, they will think that we need rules and regulations to protect not only the rich, not only the poor, but the rich also, because we don't know what will happen to us in the future, right? but it would make sense if they also try to ensure that their chosen policy does not also make those who are better off weaker, because it is also possible that they could be born into a privileged position in the future society. Okay, so the people, those who don't know their position, okay, so they have an idea in your mind, in their mind, because in future also they don't know, okay, maybe they will belong or they will go to the rich section, or maybe they will born in the weaker section. Okay, clear? This is an idea, but in a particular model, it is a model that's made by you can see John Rowell and his idea of a veil of ignorance. Okay, hope the idea is clear for you. What is that? So veil of ignorance means we don't know who we are, right? Right? Okay, we are rich or poor, no idea about that, no idea about that. Clear? Okay, in future generation, in future our next generation will go move toward the rich people's category or the poor people's category. That also we don't know, that also we don't know. Okay, so every time the people, those who living in the veil of ignorance, we people, just imagine, we people, just imagine, we don't know our caste, our culture, or our religion or anything. We don't know anything. We are just people, those who living in the society. Clear or not? So government is there in the society. If a government taking different decisions, definitely if we thinking that if it is good for everyone, we will support it. We will support it. Okay, clear or not? If you are thinking rationally, we are not only supporting the poor people's development, but we will support the development of the entire society, because we don't know our future generation might okay move toward the richness, or we no idea about the future generation. Okay, no clear cut evidences are there. So it is the responsibility of the people in veil of ignorance, those who are using their rationality to support the rules and regulation that is able to help everyone in the society, everyone in the society. Okay, just to keep that idea in your mind. Okay, clear or not? But what if they have to misfortune of being born in a disadvantaged section of society, where few opportunities would be available to them? Hence, it would make sense for each person acting in his or her own interest to try to think of rules of organization that will ensure reasonable opportunities to the weaker sections. The attempt will be to see that important resources like education, health, shelter. So already we read that, right? Okay, so that is from page number 60. Okay, so if we are thinking that we are the part of the weaker sections, so definitely we will support all these things. There are the government steps that are related with the education, health, shelter for the weaker section, for the weaker section. Now next page number 61, the second paragraph says that okay, if you are thinking rationally, okay, you are standing in a veil of ignorance, that is what the idea here. Okay, if you are thinking rationally, we will support the poor people or most of the section. The same time we will support the development of the entire society, including the rich. Therefore, it would be in the interest of all the society as whole should benefit from the rules and policies that are decided, and not just any particular section. So rational thinking, so we can say that not only the worst of section or the weaker sections, everyone want to develop in the society. Okay, such a fairness would be the outcome of rational action, not benevolence of generosity. Clear or not? So we require that kind of fairness in the society. Okay, not just helping or supporting the poorer sections. The same time, the government want to take steps or actions for the development of the entire society. We know that if the government is giving such kind of importance for one group of people, definitely it will lead to some problems in the society. Okay, so every society cannot, or each and every society cannot accept the policies and programs by the government to support only the poor, weaker sections. That's what he says like this. What is that? Okay, the government want to take steps not only for the development of the weaker sections, but the development of the entire society. Okay, so related with the what kind of help they needed, this is the responsibility of the government to provide that. Okay, next one, 4.4, pursuing social justice. Okay, if in a society deep and persistent divisions exist between those who enjoy greater wealth and opportunity. So think about a society where two different groups of people are there, the haves and have-nots. Haves and the have-nots means the rich and the poor. Okay, clear. greater wealth and opportunity, and the power which goes with such ownership, and those who are excluded and deprived. Okay, so power with the rich people and the deprived classes. I mean, the poor people, they are deprived. There's no right for them. We would say that social justice is lacking there, right? So in a society, there are two groups of people are there, rich and the poor, rich and the poor. All the wealth is by the rich people and they are managing everything, clear? Okay, and there is nothing with the poor section or poor people. We can say that. That time we can say that there is no justice in that society. Okay, they're lacking justice. Okay, so that time we are not talking here merely about the different standards of living which may be enjoyed by different individuals in the society. Justice does not require absolute equality and sameness in the way in which people live. Okay, so want to understand here. So we can say that there is no justice in the society, but at the same time we understand one thing. What is that? We are not talking here merely about the different standards of living which may be enjoyed by the different individuals, in the society. Okay, so here we told that we discussed that it is a unjust society. Okay, the justice is lacking in that society, but at the same time want to understand one thing. What is that? We are not thinking about a different standard of living of the people here. Okay, so different individuals in the society, they will enjoy different standard of living. Okay, as per their richness. Okay, so we are not thinking that, or we are not discussing that. So justice does not require absolute equality and sameness. Okay, so the word justice that not equal to what we can say here, absolute equality. Everyone possessing the same things, it is not possible. Everything have the same money with them, it is not possible. Okay, clear or not? So same equality or absolute equality is not possible, and justice is not related with the sameness, right or not? So if justice is related with the sameness, means everyone want to eat the same food, right? Okay, and the same quantity of food at the same time. I want to wear the same type of clothes, right or not? And have a same haircut, right or not? I think so. Of course, one country is there like that. Okay, any idea about that? Huh? So their government will decide everything. Okay, there is no freedom for the people. Any idea? Any idea about that? World politics. How about North Korea? Okay, who is the ruler of that country? King Jong-un. Yeah, very good. Who told that? Ashish Beni, correct answer. King Jong-un. Okay, so a prescribed way of living is there, right or not? As per the government decided everything. If you want to purchase a computer in that country, you want to get permission from the government. Clear or not? That kind of strict rules and regulations are there. Understand? Okay, you are unable to watch any particular channel as you like. Only the government channels are there, TV channels are there. 3 are there, I think so. Okay, only you can watch that. Okay, no Hollywood movies. Clear or not? The government will telecast movies. They will shoot it, they will direct it, and they will telecast as movies for the people. Almost glorify the government. Okay, they will always glorify the government, which means only the movies are to improve the standard, improve the quality of the government administration. Okay, clear or not? In the sense that they are always speaking about the ruler, okay, and always trying to glorify his activities, okay, making him a superman. That's what. And prescribed type of haircuts are there, nearly 2022 styles are there, right or not? Everyone want to follow that. If anyone is following some other type of haircut, next time there is no head to cut the hair. Okay, so that's what another rules and regulations are there. Okay, so only one type of haircut is there that want to follow only by the king, the ruler. Okay, his haircut should not be copied by anyone else. Clear or not? Uniform is there with the people, for the people, right or not? Uniform. They cannot wear any dress as per their choice, right or not? What the government prescribed, that kind of stitching should be there. Clear or not? Understanding everything. Okay, so that country is trying to achieve justice or equality. Cannot say like that, right or not? So it is something against the liberty of an individual, individual. So we cannot say that that is not justice. That is not justice. Okay, so justice is not creating absolute, what you can say, equality or sameness. Okay, in the way in which people live, but the society would be considered unjust if the differences between rich and poor are so great that they seem to be living in different worlds altogether, and if are relatively deprived have no chance at all to improve their condition however hard they may work. In other words, a just society should provide people with its basic minimum condition to enable them to live healthy and secure lives. So a just society should provide people with the basic minimum condition, okay, to live healthy and secure lives and develop their talents as well as equal opportunities to pursue their chosen goals in the society. That's what equality, or that's what justice. That's what justice. No government is possible to create a situation for everyone equally. Okay, so if you're thinking so, okay, so Mukesh Ambani is there, right? Clear or not? Adani group is there, Tata group is there. Everyone cannot become rich like that. Only one, what you can say, Steve Jobs is there. Only one Mark Zuckerberg is there. Only one, what you can say, Bill Gates is there, right or not? Only one Jack Ma is there. Okay, everyone is trying to do that. They can do. Okay, so the government is giving opportunities for everyone to become. Clear or not? But it is not the responsibility to create one like that. You got the idea? You got the idea? So, but at the same time, the government want to secure the basic amenities for everyone. That is what justice. Okay, should not leave everyone. Should not leave not everyone, anyone in a particular condition. They are unable to eat food. There is no clothes for them. There is no shelter for them. Okay, so that government want to ensure food, shelter, clothing, the basic amenities. Amenities. That's what justice. That's what justice. Okay, so we are unable to fight against the government that I want one Ferrari car, or I want what we can say, a helicopter for the traveling. Like that, we are unable to what plead or argue. Okay, because it is not the responsibility of government. The government cannot do that. Also, no governments can do that. Okay, so just to understand this idea. Okay, so how can we decide that what are the basic minimum condition if of life needed by the people? So next question, what are the basic minimum condition, minimum condition an individual need? Okay, various methods of calculating the basic needs of people have been devised by different government and by international organization like the World Health Organization, WHO. Okay, so maybe heard about HDI, Human Development Index, right? Okay, UNDP. What is the UNDP? United Nations Development Program. United Nations Development Program. HDI, Human Development Index. WHO, World Health Organization. World Health Organizations are some of the organizations. Basically, they are, or they created a table. Okay, and every year they are publishing different reports related with the development of the individuals in different countries. Okay, so various methods of calculating the basic needs of people have been devised by different governments and by international organizations like the WHO. But in general, it is agreed that the basic amount of nourishment needed to remain healthy. Underline that. What are the basic things needed? Okay, the basic amount of nourishment needed to be remain healthy. Housing facilities, supply of clean drinking water, education, and the minimum wage would constitute an important part of these basic conditions. Underline that all. So, what are the basic amenities that by the World Health Organization? World Health Organization. What are the basic amount of nourishment? Okay, the perfect amount of food. Okay, want to provide to the people. All right. Housing facilities, supply of clean drinking water, education at a minimum wage. Want to provide education and want to ensure minimum wage for the works. Okay, for the workers, no one should pay less than that. If a minimum wage is fixed as a 350 per day, okay, it's the right of the workers to get that. Okay, no one should pay less than that. That is termed as the minimum wages. Okay, but that also not, that is not secured in our country, right? Because a number of people, because of this competition in the field of job. Okay, I mean casual work, they are ready to do less than that also, maybe for 250 rupees. If you're going to Tamil Nadu, some people are there, they're working for 200 20 rupees, 180 rupees or something like that. Okay, so we will tell them that, okay, come to Kerala. So that's a state where the daily wages is nearly 850 and 900 rupees, 850 and 900, very higher than, okay, comparing with the minimum wages, we in state of Kerala that paying a huge amount for the casual laborers because absence of the work case, right? So we used another method. What is that? Basically hiring or making people come to Kerala for work from different states, other states, like Orissa, West Bengal, okay, Jharkhand. From that area, number of workers are working today in Kerala. Okay, understand? So that's what. That's what. Okay, so this is time to wind up, and we will discuss in the next class. Everyone, read up to here. Clear? Okay.